Activate.
It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with your hosts Rick Salas and Guy Murray, talking about comedy and everything that crosses their mind. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show.
Do we do intro again? Let's do the intro again anyway.
And we're live.
It's Wednesday night. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show. Thanks for joining us here at the InLand Tavern. I'm Rick Salas.
And I'm Guy Murray.
And we are Pelon and Chubby here for our weekly podcast, talking about everything comedy and then some, because there's a lot going on out there, Guy. I don't know if you've been watching TV, listening to radio, looking on the internet. The news is off the chain.
It's off the chain again.
There are people doing stupid stuff. It is insane right now. I can't believe some of the retardation that has taken over this world.
Man, it's crazy out there. I don't know if it's time for a major shift or just a motion shift. It's something crazy.
It is nuts, man. I'll tell you, obviously the biggest one I got to touch on today, because he touched on it the other day. I have a hard time with this one. And actually, let me preface this whole topic right now with I have a hard time with believing all these accusations. I mean, my mom told me when I was growing up as a kid that everybody was getting molested everywhere. And I didn't believe it. I just thought she maybe got molested, and then now she forever and ever, thinks that everybody's getting molested out there. But I don't know. I don't know what stories to believe or not. It's like the little duck, the whatever the fuck it was, sheep, lamb, that cried wolf, so many times, and then nobody believed it anymore. And they've already disproven some of them, and everybody's like, oh, well, they just can't prove it or whatever. Bullshit. They found out that they were fucking lies. That sometimes some chick got mad because her boss, who is a man, yelled at her or what she felt was inappropriately or undeserved, and then all of a sudden he touched her pee-pee area, whatever the fuck, and it sucks for the ones that it really happened to, but it sucks for the guys that it didn't really happen. Yeah,
I'm kind of like a little upset about that, but those that are coming forward now for whatever reason,
after 20 years,
no benefit whatsoever.
My thing is, if you're going to come forward at this time after 20 years, 10 years, 15, I don't really think there should be a limit on the time if it really happened. But you better fucking dive deep in your soul and really think about whether it really happened or not. That's my issue with it. These are people's lives that you're messing with, And so if you don't know for a fact that it actually happened, not a maybe, and you know what else kills me on this shit? Is that they're talking about, guys moving the sign, they're talking about harassment, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but harassment means no touching. It just means that they're suggesting that he puts it in your butt or something. Like he's suggesting that he grabs your tit, but he doesn't actually grab it.
Well, any type of innuendo or sexual type of advances in the workplace, there's sensitivity training that is given. You can't even block a doorway if a woman's on the inside and you're standing at the doorway talking. You can't even block the doorway.
I've heard it all. And if you ask the people that do the training, they think that's bullshit. So it's irking me a little bit. But I do feel for the ones that it actually happened to and is real. But just because some dude makes a fucking comment, like you've never told an off-color joke in the workplace as a woman. So don't fucking throw any stones if you've thrown a stone in your life, And it's not just like fun times and all that bullshit. You're affecting somebody's life, somebody's livelihood. They have to, provide for their family. And I understand, who cares if they're really wronging somebody? But saying they're going to do something and actually doing it is two different things.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to fucking cash in and put this guy out of work or whatever because he told an off-color joke or said how much he'd really like to put his dick in your ass, well, fucking get over it. Who cares? You're a fucking grown-up. We all tell jokes and shit. What's the big fucking deal? I don't understand what the big deal is. But in the news, guy, right now, this deal with Matt Lauer.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
But it's almost unbelievable. Look at the guy. If you were to come out one day, if they were to come out today, instead of saying that he was accused of insensitive whatever, sexual activity or whatever you want to call it. Instead of that, they came out today and said, we are going to announce that Matt Lauer is gay. I've been like, no shit.
Right.
It wouldn't have been a stretch.
No stretch.
It's believable.
It's believable.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, it was believable. I could get
yesterday.
that. But to say that he did something sexually, like, okay, and then now it's coming out that everybody knew, which this sounds like bullshit a little to me, guys, but they're coming out saying that it was common knowledge that Matt Lauer cheated on his wife on a regular basis.
Some people of power, of higher position, actually have it in their contractual agreements, prenuptial, that they can have conjugal visits or have bonus weeks where they do get extra attention from external excitement, as some say.
Well, I want to know what he actually did. If anybody knows, like, send it over. If you got like,
that'd be great.
I have a feeling that he exposed himself.
Okay,
you know, like on maybe photos or videos, and then send them to somebody in the office.
Some incriminating evidence,
right? Because that's all I see him. I don't see him as a sexual predator. I don't see him like having a huge sexual prowess.
Yeah,
a huge anything. But I could see the guy sending some fucking weirded out pictures. Him at home petting his kitty cat butt naked. You know what I mean?
All right, so we'll go back all the way to Anthony Weiner. Or Weiner.
Well, that's another fucking weirdo, right?
That one was weirdo.
But that's kids.
But yeah. So,
and there's no kids working in that.
Deviation on that matter.
Right.
You should be.
But there's no kids working at the Today Show, so we don't have to worry about that. Let me ask you this, guy.
Talk to me.
What would you guess Matt Lauer's annual income was?
Ooh, 120.
120 what?
I don't know.
Rupees?
Rupees, yeah.
What? His salary was $25 million
a year.
Annual. Let me, in case you didn't get that, $25 million annually. And so why in the fuck would you send a picture on the internet or office email to somebody? Or
That's
why
horrible.
would you grab somebody's ass? Unless you're putting it in her butt right at work. There is no way I'm going to sacrifice $25 million. And she better be a fucking 20, you know? Not some of these fucking zero pieces running around. She better be a 20 worth. Have you ever seen pussy worth $25 million? Matt Lauer has.
Or a picture of one that cost him $20 million. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. And that's only for 1 year if you're renting it out. Imagine if you kept it for 20 years, how much that shit would be worth.
That's ridiculous.
Is it worth $25 million in your lifetime, let alone 1 year?
I don't know about that.
And I'm the stupid one, right? I'm the one crazy. Fucking sitting here in San Marcos without a contract. But donkeys like him get $25 million a year.
Ridiculous.
I don't feel sorry for him in the least bit. I don't feel sorry for the chick that turned him in either. You know, because it's not the first time that chick's done whatever the fuck she did. I'm sure she's been fucking guilty before of fucking her way to the top. So, I just, it's funny, man. Like every day it's somebody new. And it's like they got to one up. The news has to one up who it is the next day. You know, like next it's going to be, like who knows? I don't know who's going to be next. Like, Howard Stern. Well, fuck you, I already know he did. But it's got to be somebody big, like somebody that one time they're going to fuck up and pick the wrong person. Like they're going to pick, what's his name? Who's the fucking homo that plays the piano from England?
You mean Elton John?
Elton John. Sir Elton John. Watch, we're going to see in 2 days. Sir Elton John sexually harassed a woman. They're going to be like, that's fucking impossible, right? But that's where they're going to. That's why I say, just fucking do it. Do it. Just do it. Just go over there and grab that fine bitch that you always wanted to grab in the workplace. Fucking just grab her snatch and don't even worry about it. Fuck it.
Wow. I don't know about that one, my man.
I'll tell you what. The next one was going to be talking about the state of affairs for professional sports, NFL, NBA, MLB. But that sounds a little boring right now to me.
That's not even a topic anymore. Although Trump actually tweeted that the NFL is they're a pushover, allowing these protests to continue.
They're soft.
Whatever,
fuck them.
That's,
But the one I wanted to talk about was that TV commercial. Have you seen it? With that little girl that's walking around with her Apple iPad or whatever. And she's going all around town, and she's got the glasses on, the curly hair, fucking little dorky chick. Like, it would be safe in America anywhere for her to ride around by herself. So she's riding around with this Apple product, and she's texting, and it's showing how you can write, how cool,
how it is to do it on an
to
iPad.
some dude that wants to put it in her butt, and she's only like fucking 13. Like, they should even be showing all that. And then she's laying in the grass, and the neighbor comes out and says, a nice old lady comes out and asks her how she's doing. And she says, "What are you doing on your computer?" And she looks at her and it's like, "Hey, what's a computer?"
Wow.
I hate that little bitch. That's my most hated commercial. Because for sure, if you showed her a flash card and you showed her a picture of a computer or somebody working at a computer, she'd be like, and you say, "Well, what's that?" And she'd be like, "Oh, that's a computer." Right? So
that's degrading.
I hate that.
Aww.
I hate that commercial. Why do you have to say that? What are you trying to prove? How you trying to be cool and like, because I got an Apple notepad, I don't know what a computer is?
Wow.
Like 12, 13 years old, I don't know. What's a computer? That's what she says. What's a computer?
Well,
you're so smart.
I remember Apple's very first commercial where they were breaking them out when they introduced the iMac, where these guys were in black and white to a Soviet training session, and they're just staring at a big blanket screen, and they're being shown these slides, and this is computing until a triathlete Bronzonian woman comes up and throws a sledgehammer through the screen to interrupt the world and disrupt what a real computer was. And that's when they introduced the iMac. So it's kind of crazy, the idealism that they tried to reverse to. Apple came under fire this week with a recent
fumbling idiots.
That's a pretty good association. FBI, the fumbling, bumbling idiots.
Right. They have no clue. They work on people snitching out other people. That's how their whole system works.
Yeah, they've fallen.
Number 4, we're going to skip over to is.
I'm not currently signed up for.
Who else is tired
trying to look for anything
of all the names of the days after Thanksgiving?
Thank you. You have a great evening.
Who thinks it's getting out of hand? I'm talking about guy. What are they, bill collector calling you?
Actually, it was a educational facility trying to call me to see about if I was interested. They
can give you a bullshit education loan.
Yeah, they want to get guy educated.
Right.
Black man educated.
Right. They haven't learned yet. Fucking waste of money.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so is it bothering you as much as it's bothering me? All the days after Thanksgiving names, like Black Friday. What do they call Saturday? Saturday and Sunday, do they have a name?
No, Saturday, Sunday don't have a name.
Small Business Saturday.
Small Business Saturday.
Right, and then Sunday they don't have a name because, you're supposed to be going to church, people.
Yeah.
And then Monday is Cyber Monday.
And then Giving Tuesday was Giving Tuesday.
Right. Some poor fuck came up with that one because they couldn't afford Black Friday. They couldn't afford Small Business Saturday. They couldn't afford Cyber Monday, so they're like, give me a handout Tuesday. But then they called it Giving Tuesday, Give Back, whatever. But it's also called Travel Tuesday because it's a Black Friday for the airlines.
Oh, okay.
Right. But I'm tired of all these names of the different days that come after Thanksgiving. Why do they feel so important to name every day something? Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. How about this one, people? I'm gonna give Wednesday and Thursday a name right here. How about Blow Me Wednesday and Menage a Trois Thursday? How's that sound? How about we make those loving days that the guys can take advantage of, since the chicks got all these Black
Retail
Friday
days.
And all that, yeah. And some of these chicks are taking Black Friday a little literally. They're going out there and getting the black man on their Fridays.
Wow.
And doing them, which,
yeah.
That's all
possible.
good for them and everything. I'm not going to follow suit because it sounds painful, but they're taking it a little literally. Black Friday. It doesn't mean, ladies, all you big booty white ladies out there, it doesn't mean go find a black warrior.
Or not.
So now officially next year, folks, jump on board, get on the bandwagon like you have with everything else in your life, and jump on Blow Me Wednesdays and Menage a Trois Thursdays.
Definitely, if you want to support that.
And you won't be, these are strictly anonymous. You will not be charged with sexual harassment of any kind.
Because it's all by invitation only.
Right. We're not at the workplace. So chill the fuck out. You're not going to get in trouble. But yeah. So what's up, Tim Derevano? What's up, big dog? South High alum. Out there doing big things. Out there in college. Football. I played football against him. South Torrance High School.
Did you beat him?
No, fuck no. We lost every year. We sucked at football. But, it is what it is. We had a chance one year. We had the Eagles wide receiver and Tim. We had a chance. We had a chance to beat them the one year, but we didn't. Hilarious. I've never laughed so hard. So, yeah, Dana Toons Cartoons. Check it out. You'll like it.
So we're back at doing our thing here at the InLand Tavern. I'm still holding strong on my NFL boycott because of the crazy things that are going on. The protests are still happening, and you're not getting as much airplay about them. But it's crazy out there. You know what? UFC is coming up pretty good. It's got a pretty good match coming up this week. That's looking pretty lively. Nungo, I can't even say his name, and Jamambe. Some really big beefy dudes are going to be going at it on some UFC this weekend.
Some of that man-on-man porn.
Yeah.
UFC.
Yeah. That's some good stuff right there.
Some big boys rubbing on each other. Come on, man. I don't know. I'm not too into the whole UFC thing.
You sure you're not into that, or it's not into you?
I don't want it to be in me.
Definitely.
I mean, it works for some people. Some people like it. They live and breathe that UFC shit. But my problem is, it's like a lot of things in life. People just can't watch it on TV and let the professionals do it. Like, you got all these assholes that drive around their cars singing songs that people wrote and got paid for, right. and for a reason, because they're good at singing, right? So they get paid for it. But all these assholes with the UFC are going out and they're fucking punching and choking out people. It wasn't meant for that, you know? You're not, just because you watch it on TV or whatever, you're not supposed to. And I understand you paid $69.99 to pay, and you want to you want to ride the ride. You want to take a souvenir home.
Enjoy the experience.
You want to go out and punch somebody the fuck out because you just got duped into paying $69.95 on fucking what do you call it? Pay-per-view.
Rape-your-view.
Yeah. So I understand, but the thing wasn't intended for you to go out and reenact the shit you see on TV. So that's my only issue with it. Otherwise, I could give a shit about it, I mean, there's golf, there's all these other sports that people, that one where they do the little fucking round thing down the ice. That's got to be the fucking worst sport on earth.
You mean curling?
Curling has to be one of the worst sports ever created.
That is probably the most skilled ice sport there is.
Whatever. Do we actually, is this something we need to see? I mean, there's shit the hillbillies do up in the hills and shit that they make out of nothing.
Right.
And then they race it or run it down a hill or try and fly. And that's pretty fucking amazing, right?
That takes
that takes ingenuity. Yeah, a little MacGyver,
And a lot of freaking huevos.
A lot of time, too.
Huevos, man.
That's why you can't have a full-time job and be a hillbilly.
Yeah,
you need that free time.
After a couple of failed attempts,
right.
Okay, that's it. Okay, grade me on this one because this is going to be the run. This is the run.
And
those are practice runs.
And they don't even call it like inventing. They call it conjuring up shit.
But all of a sudden it becomes a sport. It becomes
right. Tractor pull and shit.
Woo! Now
there's some shit we just don't need to see. We're going to go
see the international watch the grass grow competition, and the the latest things in technology on what's going on out there with lawnmowers. Hi, Kathy.
What she put?
She said, I like your video.
Oh, why did I just do that?
I don't know.
God,
went back to the beginning. You're all right. You're good, man. We're still live.
We're good?
We're watching.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's funny, man. That, you know, I don't know if we talked. Have we talked about it?
I like sitting across the table from you versus right next to you.
Sit next to me?
Because I don't know I can usually not expect what's coming out of your mouth, but sitting next to you.
You can feel me?
I can feel you.
Yeah.
It's a different feel.
Hey, if we didn't have these cocks in front of our face that look like microphones, people would think we were on a gay date.
I do like the extra attention we do get when us talking to
nobody.
Nobody and just start talking.
What are they doing?
What's going on?
They look.
I don't want to be on the radio.
They look stupid.
And they do. But that's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. Here at the InLand Tavern, we got ourselves on the Pelon and Chubby Podcast, talking about comedy. Every Wednesday.
I think it's going to be a regular thing here, guy.
I think I like it. I love it.
It's nice.
A great ambient spot. Yeah. And the owner, they're not trying to run us out of here. It's not costing them anything. We're chubbing up and grubbing up on some of the beer. Is that 805?
No, this week they don't have 805, folks. So sorry.
805
That's why
is out. That's why
you have not heard the plug.
Pelon is kind of out of sorts because he's not getting some Firestone 805 in him. But
that's all right.
Trust and believe.
This is a Pizza Port, some ale from Pizza Port.
Okay, so they import port
Amber
beers?
ale.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So they support the local breweries?
Yeah, well, they don't brew anything here.
Oh, well, of course not.
They just do wings and ass.
Hey, and they are not lacking in that department.
Right.
These wings are tasty.
The wings are delicious. Haven't tasted the ass.
No, I can't do it.
No,
I can't do it.
No, leave it alone. Leave it alone. So I'll just give the listeners an insight to what happened earlier today. Well, so over the last couple of days, I was like, hey, you know, we're not doing it at that shithole anymore down in Oceanside, Tremont Street. So I last week we did it here.
And it was good.
At the InLand Tavern, it was fine. But Jose was out of town.
Hey, Jose.
So what's up, Jose? He was out of town, so I just kind of asked the bartender. The bartender was cool, like, yeah, just do it, whatever.
And so we talked to Hose B, and
right.
was probably the wrong person to talk to.
So tonight, or today, earlier today and last night, I posted what do you call it? I put a post up saying that we were going to be at the InLand Tavern tonight.
An announcement. And I even created an event on our event page.
Yeah. So we did all this shit, right? We're like telling everybody, come out, you know, have a beer, hang out with us at the InLand Tavern. So next thing you know, I get a message and a phone call like, hey, I'm the owner of the InLand Tavern, and I don't have any fucking clue what's going on at my bar. Like, what are you doing at my bar? What kind of live broadcast is going to go out of my bar? You know, like, since I own the joint, I should kind of probably know about it. And I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Jose did say to call you or touch base with you. But as far as he was concerned, he was perfectly fine with it.
And Hose B said.
Yeah, so I thought we were fine. And then, so I talked to him on the phone probably, 3-4 o'clock. And just finally got the green light to go ahead and do the show here tonight. At 4 o'clock.
The green light.
And we were scheduled to start the show
that green light
at 6 o'clock.
I'm ready to go.
So you want to talk about?
I'm ready to go right now.
I like that song.
I'm doing my John Legend impersonation.
I've been
doing a lot of things with some voiceover work. Getting ready for some on-stage speaking. Actually, that's speaking engagements. But yeah, I've been padding up my.
Does anybody else know? Is anybody going to be there?
Anybody else going to come? Yeah, they're paying me to speak, so it's all good.
Nice.
But I came up with a good song this morning. And it's a new. It's got things are becoming retro. So there's these songs that they sound like they're from the 20s. Sound like they're but it's
20s. I don't even know if they had recording devices back then.
They have recording.
Guy.
I mean, hey, they had great music back in the 20s.
Yeah, but did anybody else hear it? Did they actually have a recording device?
Yeah. They were recording Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky got his stuff on wax. Monologue tape. Are you loving? You see, you
I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't know what you're doing.
I'm just hitting shit.
Okay.
Whatever, fuck it.
So it's all good.
Live.
You got to make it so big. Why you got to make it so big?
I don't know.
Like your head.
Everything's big.
I like that. And we're sitting on the same side of our caricatures. That's me.
And we can't fit it in.
And that's me picking my nose.
That's how huge we are, folks.
We're bigger than that.
We're huge.
We're big in Japan.
We're super large in Japan. We're anyway.
So like it's good. It's good to be out. Good to be alive today.
Nice.
It's a great time. We're about to end the year on a high note.
America.
Cannabis goes live January 1st, 2018.
That is a whole nother issue, folks.
Hey, what are we gonna do, man? Recreational cannabis, California.
It's like they're saying it's funny. Let's talk about it. Fuck it. Recreational marijuana 2018, January 1, 2018. The funny thing is, okay, so it's recreational. I don't understand what the difference is between the two. Oh, they wanted to cut out the people doing the bogus doctor prescriptions or whatever it is. Yeah, that's all bullshit.
I think also coming into like the conceal and the carry, how much you can actually carry.
Well, here's the thing: you can't. You can carry it to and from the house, but you can't use it outside the house.
So when do they govern what is recreational on my fucking usage then?
Right. Well, you can use it recreationally in your house, like you've been doing for the last 40 years.
How insipidly stupid is that?
It's just changed. Instead of saying hiding it, now it's recreational.
Okay, so now are there still limits on how much I can have on my persons and transport?
It's no different than when it was medical. I guess it's 6 plants for the individual to grow at their house. You can have up to 4 dry ounces on your body, transporting it or whatever.
4 dry ounces. So this pound that I'm carrying with me. So this whole pound that I'm carrying with me is still illegal.
Yeah,
or will be illegal. Sorry.
You can transport that pound, but you have to do it in 4 separate trips.
You're a mathematician.
Yes.
That's fucking insane.
I'm quick with those numbers. Did you notice that, people?
He did that real quick in his head.
Good with those numbers.
He knows how that works out.
I am quick.
Oh,
if the kids need help with their homework, math homework, just fucking dial me up, man. We'll go Facebook Live and we'll get that shit done. Get her done.
So laughter is the basis and the core thing that people need and people want in their lives. So now we have adapted to tell a joke on Wednesday before we start our meeting to add some levity. And
that's dangerous.
That's dangerous. So you have to pick some.
They're lucky I don't work there.
Hey, they pick some easy content, some fun, safe jokes.
Like, give me an example.
Well,
today was Wednesday.
How
did it go?
And so we have a new lady who had to pick up the chalice and carry on the old joke telling synopsis.
So everybody does it, or just one person?
Everybody. Well, okay, that one person gets to do the jokes of the week basically, and they can do up to 4 jokes. Today's jokes were.
If she can do 4 jokes, you just sign her up.
Hey, they weren't her jokes though.
Oh,
yeah, that's the whole thing. You got to find some very.
All right. So what was the topic?
Well, she just picked a grab bag of jokes, and so she had some safe jokes that she felt interested in saying. One of the jokes was, "What's easy?" It was more of a riddle. What's easy to get into but hard to get out of?
Jail.
That was the first reply from one of the most timid youngest girls on our staff.
Right.
And so we had to raise our eyebrow and say, "Are you trying to out yourself here? How do you know? Easy to get into, out hard to get out of."
I was going to say pussy, but that wouldn't be allowed at your job.
Well, it's not easy to get into pussy and hard to get out of.
I
can get out of it real quick.
You just got to lower your standards.
Shh, my wife is coming. I'm out.
You just got to lower your standards.
You can get in it, but you can't get out of it?
You can get in it, but then If you stay in it too long, you can't get out.
Oh, I got you. So that was a wraparound joke that could go in so many different ways. But the one of the girls that yelled jail, we looked at her like, wait, what? She's a little mom of 2. She's 26 years old.
Yeah, getting her freak on.
She's getting her freak on, but she yells jail as her reply. I was dying. I already said I said trouble. And that's the answer, but it was just fucking. Well, it's easy to get into, hard to get out of.
Right.
Another
is the same difference. Maybe I was talking about the end effect of the trouble.
Another joke was, what does the sounds do porcupines make when they kiss?
Ouch! Ouch!
Yes.
Ouch!
Yes.
That hurts.
But usually we like those like little kid level levity jokes to get our day started.
That's better than what my response usually is.
What would your response be?
God, your breath stinks.
Oh.
That smells terrible.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, what? It's just your cock from last night.
Yes. I didn't wash.
So that would be inappropriate subject matter.
At work, that would be very inappropriate.
So that's why I don't fit into the whole corporate shit, you know?
Yes. But I know I could fit into that right there.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be a tight squeeze. Yeah. But that's kind of like my deal. That's why I always get flushed out.
Flushed?
Like what? Flushed out, yeah.
Not
like a
flushed
piece
out.
of shit, just flushed out.
Flushed
out of the system.
Right
you,
on.
sir, don't belong here. You are a piece of shit. We're going to have to go ahead and flush you.
So you're an independent man?
Yeah. You know what, man? I don't do it on purpose.
Okay.
But it's just inevitable. Because when I see something stupid or hear something stupid or there's a joke there, I got to take it.
You got to take it, man.
You know. And then when somebody like my biggest problem, or
what is your biggest problem?
The hardest thing for me to deal with is ass kissers. Especially in the workplace. You know, like they have no idea if their boss is any good at something, but they want to tell them, "Oh, you're so good at this." You know, shut the fuck up.
Oh, man. Man.
There's so many ass kissers out there, man. People that say everything, say the right thing all the time, and don't want to offend anybody. Don't want to say that's something that's politically incorrect.
What I do like is a good yes man. I can appreciate the level of a yes man.
Yeah, if you're telling him to do your job, and he says, yes, sir, yes, sir, and then you have to sit back and you don't have to do shit.
You don't have to do nothing?
Yeah, that's nice.
I can do. Yes, man.
I can appreciate that. Everybody that I know calls that a slave, which maybe is a sore subject for some. Yo, Steve Seriani, I just like this.
It's just like
okay.
Steve. All right. Well, okay.
Nice, thanks.
Good job.
All right, just like this. That's almost like a famous company that says, I just do this. Just do it.
If you see me dipping off the camera, that's me slobbing down some wings in order to make our stay healthy and happy here. We have to infuse, while Rick and Vibes, some alcohol or some food. It's not a 2-drink minimum, but we do feel that we're going to patronage.
Oh, yeah.
But before we patry hard, or party hard.
Huh?
So these wings are pretty dope, man. I'm dipping off real quick.
I haven't tasted them yet. You know, it's a cruel thing that they did.
They brought them
actually,
right before
I
recording.
did it. I ordered them, and then
I'm fucking them up.
I put a plate of chicken
in front of a black man. So I'm dipping off. I'm dipping. I ain't lying. I'm double dipping. Actually, I'm swirling.
Hey,
I'm dipping. I'm getting a lot of sauce on those.
How cruel is that?
Good.
Is that cruel and unusual punishment?
It's spicy.
Look, I'm gonna put this plate of chicken right here in front of your nose.
I'm double dipping,
and you can smell it.
Hey,
but you cannot have any.
Yeah, no. You see me leave the camera, and you see my head going down. That's a bite. That's a bite for sure.
The only thing I can relate that to in my life
is a blowjob you got when you were driving to Arizona.
No.
You didn't give a blowjob when you were driving? You're taking too long to answer that.
You know what? If I ever did, it probably wasn't any good because I don't remember it.
Oh, that's
pretty sad. But that would be like, that would equate to like I understand where you're at, guy. I understand the position you're in. That would equate to, say, somebody putting a plate of pussy in front of me, like on the table.
Are you going to...
And then I was like... But it had that good smell. Not the shitty smell, but the good smell.
Right.
And I'm
it was
like,
right side up.
And then my mouth started watering. It's like, God, I would sure like to have a look at that there, And they set it in front of me and said, no, you can't have it. You just look at it. Don't touch it. Right. So I feel you, guy. I feel you.
So it's
that would be my kryptonite. Some of that.
So some hot wings.
Yeah. A little.
And she teased him. She goes, "You want 7 or 15?" I don't know.
A little of that.
A little bit of that. A little bit of this.
Hot pink in front of you.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than that. You're talking about licking the bone dry.
I'm sucking that gristle off that bone.
I know what you're saying.
Man.
All right. Let's get the women back involved here.
Let's get ladies, listen up. This one's
Come
just
back
for
in the
you.
room. Take the fingers out of your...
Sexiest man was announced a couple of weeks ago. It was ridiculous.
It's not a bad topic. Good dig there.
Yeah. And really, who did they say it was?
Blake Shelton.
Dude is tapping some No Doubt, some young
No Doubt. Gwen
Stefani.
Let me ask you something, man.
Talk to me.
Does she do anything for you?
I ain't
not like. Would you?
I'm not gonna kick her out of the bed for eating crackers. She's very
eating
talented.
a cracker.
I'm not gonna kick her out of bed for eating crackers.
Oh,
getting crumbs in the sheets.
Right.
I'm not gonna get upset over that. I'm not gonna lose my shirt.
Something went wrong.
She's got backing. She's talented. She has savvy.
She doesn't have back.
She's got a long back, actually. Just no ass. Her back just goes straight down to her.
So her ass, what you're saying is her ass starts at her neck. So the back of her neck.
Long
like
neck.
at the edge of her shoulders.
If there wasn't a crease, you wouldn't know she had an
right. And it goes down to her thighs.
But I don't have a problem with that. She's got a lot I can work with. And she's a hollaback girl. Okay?
Oh.
And she taught me how to spell banana. So,
Right.
I can guess with that. I can guess with some Miss Stefani.
Yeah, she don't do shit for me.
I like the stuff Fanny. I like the stuff that Fanny. That's what I say.
I mean, I'm not saying that she's ugly. I just... there's a long list before her.
Okay. So let's do... I don't know if they've done a Woman of the Year or anything.
Yeah, all these bitches were coming on, and I say bitches in a polite way.
Well, see, women are coming up, and this is a women's thing, though.
But here's the thing, man. They're all coming. It's always been. Like, they don't have a Mr. Universe pageant, Mr. California pageant. They don't have Maxim's top 100 females or males.
We need that.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's kind of bullshit in a way, that they're sitting here bitching and moaning like, oh, we don't have shit for women. The fuck if you don't? You always have. We're the ones that didn't have.
Everything's catered to the competitions. I mean, it's stuff that you don't want to have any judgment on anyway. But, Mr. Universe, that, waggle. I was watching just random lives on Facebook. I sometimes I get bored. And I just go around and see what's going on out there and see
That's
what
when I usually rub one out.
That's when I find something very interesting. So I watched for 15 minutes this woman breastfeeding her baby.
Wow.
On Facebook Live.
Really?
I was like...
What was she doing?
Just breastfeeding her baby, but that was her live. That's her live presentation.
What possessed her to do this?
So we're doing a Facebook Live of us doing a podcast, so we're recording that people can go back and... go and see or listen to in totality later, professionally edited by your boy Chubby. But she was doing her live presentation of just feeding her baby on Facebook Live. Yeah, she had over 700 viewers.
Well, of course.
And she wasn't the most
blessed. Did she have a nice rack?
She wasn't the most blessed with breasts. I won't complain. I felt like I was waiting in line, but there was 700 other people on that damn live with me, which makes me wonder, were people perving out, watching her lactate and feed her baby?
Of course.
So on any given day, Facebook Live's map is just blowing up with some interesting, talented people and other people that are just fucking just there.
You know what? It's funny. I think it's talentless people finding a talent.
But they find an avenue or a platform to get themselves exposure.
I call it
exposed.
Right. I call it entrepreneurship.
Well, if they're doing it for a following or some sort of
you don't have a talent, you got to find some kind of talent. So it's better than just sitting back and being boring. Being a nobody.
Right.
I give it to her.
Right.
That's not my cup of tea or cup of milk.
Cup of milk. That's not my lactose.
Yeah, that's not my deal. I mean, what would you do if you met some chick and you started sucking her titty and milk came out? Would you freak the fuck out?
I would not. No.
Would you keep drinking it?
I would keep drinking it.
Yeah.
So this is sweet. What'd you have for lunch?
You wouldn't even be like
I wouldn't be freaked out. No.
Would you tell her that, hey, by the way, there's milk coming out?
There's coming out.
Or would you just drink it and fuck it?
I would let her know that.
No, exactly. You drink it and fuck it?
Yeah, I would let her know that I'm cutting off one of her kids' meals for the day or something. But, it's...
That might be... Yeah, you're right. That might be wrong to not let her know that her kid's going to starve later on. Because you were being selfish.
You also, some women have to do that to stimulate them, so they have to keep the activity going. Because if the baby's having an allergic reaction, but she's still swelling and gorging,
the more you suck, the more your body's going to produce. Yeah.
So the baby could be having an off moment. That's your time to shine, man. That's your time to shine.
Yeah. And if anything, just fucking tap the baby on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, dog, this is how you do it." Would that be wrong? I think that's wrong on every level.
So I made a new contact today. She's a single mom, but she was calling me for advice, and I usually don't like to cross that line when I'm giving people financial advice at work. But since I was on the Susie Orman line, it just felt natural to tell her.
Oh, so it's part of your job?
Not my job. No, we don't do financial advisory. But she was talking and asking about one of these.
Did you tell her to kick that sorry motherfucker out?
Well, she goes, I'm not getting any alimony. I'm a self-taught.
Did you say like no shit?
I needed to get more information, so I had to get her contact information, pull her up, and find her on LinkedIn or whatever. And I was like, she's not a bad-looking old gal, but, she just needs to get herself focused.
Now, would it be completely wrong for me to assume that she was black?
No, actually, she was a white redhead. She was
the front door.
She's got an MBA.
But she was fucking a black guy.
And I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to get myself in. I'm trying to link in. God damn it.
Right.
I'm using all my social things.
Put those Legos together.
So it's like if I put
Make it reach.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I didn't want to immediately hook her up on Facebook because I didn't know what kind of freaky dick she is.
Yeah. You know what, man?
You gotta keep those. You gotta keep them covered. Gotta keep.
Tell you what. Sometimes. Robert Harmon. I know Herman.
Bring them on camera.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Maybe another coat. Is there any chance, if it's not too much trouble, that the Warrior Laker game that's on this TV on the far right, if we can put it like, probably that one. Yeah. Thank you.
Worried about them Lakers?
Well, here the dilemma here is the Lakers are playing the Warriors. And here, let me give you since there's a lot of people, especially my buddy Danny, who's also a Laker fan, he has a real issue with this. Like last year, I was cheering for the Warriors. And he's like, dude, you're a Laker fan. I said, you know what? I stopped being a Laker fan when Mitch Kupchak and Baby Buss were running the team. Because they ran the team in the ground. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not a fan of the Lakers. But I didn't cut them off completely because I'm a diehard Laker fan, born and raised in L.A. The Lakers are my team. But I did move up to the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, for 20 years.
Okay.
So while I was up there, the only basketball around was the Warriors.
Right.
Now, we're not talking about the Warriors of today.
Oh, no,
We're talking about the Warriors of yesteryear.
If you bleed and die with this team, though, does that make you more of a fan, or is
I think so.
Sport or the
here, when they become good and you jump on the bandwagon, then you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Right. So I was going to all the games, and granted, a lot of the games were Lakers when they were in town, but I went to double digits, close to maybe, 15, 20 games a year, going to Warrior games. So obviously you're going to become somewhat of a fan after 20 years.
Oh, yeah, it's effective.
And I just wanted to see good basketball. And so I left before the Warriors actually started winning.
Right.
But I still watched them.
Oh, yeah.
When I moved back down here.
The developing talent. You got to see the sport itself. I love basketball.
I was watching the Lakers and the Warriors. And even though they're in the same division and all that, I was basically... I was rooting on both teams.
Okay.
And then when they would play each other, then it became a dilemma. Look, they're supporting Matt Lauer. They got the same haircut and everything. All right, so I would support both teams, but then when it came down to the Warriors playing the Lakers, I'd always support the Lakers.
Right.
Until this whole Mitch Kupchak era and this losing terribly and playing the worst fucking basketball imaginable.
Ever.
So I became more of a Warrior fan. But I think 20 years watching Warriors play, I don't think it's like terrible for me to be a fan.
No, it's not. I mean, you're supporting the sport by watching, enjoying.
So now I'm watching the Lakers tonight against the Warriors.
There you go. So
they're playing. The Lakers are playing at home.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and justify. Thank you. If you have a chance, come down to InLand Tavern. The bartender's super hot and taking good care of us tonight. Come down to InLand Tavern.
And
it's a happy hour and get you some wings.
The wings are on point. I ain't going to complain.
All right, so tonight, I would like to see the Lakers win, but at the same time,
the way they play right now.
Yeah, you know what? They don't deserve to win.
It's jitters, man. It's jitters.
They don't deserve to win.
You're better than this.
They're playing terrible. So I would like if I would actually like to see the Warriors win. And my buddies are probably going to give me shit for it, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Lakers, or I'm sorry, Warriors. See, I'm even confused.
So it's confusing just a little bit, but we are definitely.
But see, the Lakers, if they win, they're not doing anything with the win.
Right. It's just
the Warriors is going to help them go to the ship.
You can brag.
At the end of the year, they're going to the ship.
But it's all good.
How much time we got left? The warden cracking down?
She is. So it's just one of those things.
Yeah, it's all good.
We got it wired in now, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, so now we're working good?
So,
hey, do you have any shout-outs you want to anybody out there?
Well, I just want to send a shout-out to my posse and my crew, Ron Ripley, Tyrone Thomas, Joy Lane, Robert Hodges, Eric DeShield, Tarek Higgins, Guy Murray. Who was on there that I didn't miss?
You can't do a shout-out to yourself.
Hey, I can do what I want to.
Whatever.
Robert Jones, who just had a stint on qualifying rounds on America's Got Talent.
Nice.
But yeah, we're starting to really get this use your words tour down to a science. Got some money, got some lodging taken care of.
What?
We got some more funding about to show up, and so these guys are getting serious now. And
realistically, what's the time frame?
Time frame. Oh man, we're going to be touring. We're going to be touring from March to June.
Well, you better
up and down Chicago.
You better learn me up on this shit because.
You want a piece of the action?
No.
Use your words. Or this thing. Oh
no.
Man, I can wire in my part. We can do it. It doesn't matter. We can do it. We got this. Ain't no word about this. This is good, man. We ain't going nowhere.
All right.
Every. So we're all good.
No, I can't go on tour with you guys.
No, you ain't got to come on tour with us.
No.
Your mama won't let you.
I'll look like lint on a sweater.
I'm trying to figure that reference right now. Well, my lord. Yeah, we got two black guys. Okay, lint on sweater. You got it.
I'm going to let you all do your thing. And that's THANG if you're keeping score.
Let it hang all the way down to the back. Bang, bang, bitty, bang, bang, bang.
Right. So I'd like to give a couple shouts out, if I may. If I may be so inclined to do.
Do your shouts, man.
First one goes out to my family, the old lady holding down the house with the 2 young gups. You got to give it up to her. She holds that whole thing together. No matter how I try and break it all apart and destroy the whole fucking thing, she holds it together. And then I'd like to give a shout out to the Salas family out there. Papa Bear Salas resigned from his post here on Earth about a week and a half ago. Adolfo Salas. The whole reason that there's any Salases in our immediate family here in the United States of America is because of him.
All right.
So he has moved on to bigger and better things. He's up there with reconnecting with his wife, my grandma, and having a little lunchtime with Jesus.
Hey, so, I have a question, man.
Yeah.
Do you have a family member, Jose Salas, in Ocala, Florida?
Maybe a kid of mine where I fucked up somewhere along the line. I don't recall. I'm going to go with the Reagan.
He owes Susie Orman a couple $100 bucks.
I do not recall.
I don't recall. I do not know.
Yeah,
for a woman to say, I don't have any kids that I know of.
Right.
That shit's funny right there.
Well, sometimes they get put under completely.
Yeah.
And they're not there, sleeping.
Yeah.
And squeeze it out,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is possible. So, the family, we went to Redondo on Saturday.
Yeah.
Me and the kids, Mama had to work. So we went to Veterans Park in Redondo Beach and had a memorial service out there. And so it was okay. It was nice.
That was good.
Everybody paid their respects. It was funny because I told my brother, we're sitting there and we're listening to all these stories that are like from extended members of the family. Let's just leave it like that.
Okay, I can feel that.
So we don't hurt anybody's feelings.
Right.
And there were these stories that I've never heard about my grandfather, which is ironic because we spent all our time with my grandma and grandpa at their house. They watched us when we were little.
Right.
So I think I would have heard about some of these stories.
That's impressive. Yeah.
So I was like, I told my brother, I said, it's kind of funny how it took a memorial service for our grandfather to find out all these stories, about him.
Yeah, I mean, I have vivid memories of spending the summers at my grandmother's house, and even my great grandmother, who I was able to spend some time with, and growing up with my cousins. I remember some vivid things that happened, but only till after they passed do I get to hear.
Yeah, isn't that funny? You know why? Because they can't dispute the story. Like, they can't be no,
that's what it is, yeah.
No, that's not how it happened.
Not how it happened. Let me tell you, young bucks and this guy.
Yeah, you can tell the story any way you want.
But you tell it right when I'm gone.
All right. And it's funny how, I mean, I'm sure it's planned this way, but all the stories are positive.
The legends, I mean, that's
right?
that's the best part.
Right.
And it was when the time was simple, so these things had to be true. So
of course,
it's awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But it's not going to be like all that shit. When are we going to be telling our grandkids years from now? What are we setting up?
I don't kill them first.
Oh man. Oh man.
No, what kills me too is that these stories, man.
Everything
these stories that they're telling are not even close to what really happened, and it's like an artist or a musician,
right,
or an actor. Everybody is like loves them so much, like they're more loved dead than alive. Like if everybody would have just showed him that love when he was alive, it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But everybody's like, it's so great, when
what the hell?
When a week ago they're bringing a stage or something.
Oh.
Where, months ago, is getting kicked out of places and nobody wants to. I don't, man. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Nobody gets
hurt. That's why I didn't get up and say anything the last Saturday, you know.
Okay,
I was like, get up and say something. I'm like, you know what? My mama told me a long time ago, if I don't have anything nice to say,
don't say anything at all.
You know, and it's not about him. You know, he is who he is. None of us are perfect.
Yeah,
you know?
that's why.
But it's more all these people that are acting like they were cool with him. You know,
right? Yeah, no, it was
like if you had a problem with him when he was alive, why can't the fuck you say that when he's dead?
Yeah.
Why you got to bullshit everybody and tell them that you got along great?
Yeah.
You know, you didn't. We were there. We saw it. You didn't get along with him great. But why the fuck are you going to get up there and say that, oh, now all of a sudden you guys got along great?
Right. Well, that's why there's a reverence, and I like that.
That kind of irked me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I just took it up to the family. They paid their respects. It was a nice day. Went over to my aunt's house after and ate and stuff. So I mean, all in all, it was a pretty good deal, you know. So and then the next shout out I want to give is obviously this place here, Jose and Pete letting us use their place here to do the podcast. You know, they don't have to. Doesn't cost them anything, but they don't have to at the same time.
It's all good.
Yeah, so we appreciate them letting us do our thing. And the last one, I'm going to go ahead and put out there, and I don't think he's watching because I didn't see his name up there, but he's at home, and he is has his hands full right now with a brand new baby boy, Vic Cordova. Vic Cordova, I want to say congratulations to you guys, your baby boy. If he's half the player that you are in the softball world, he's going to be a great player, man. And Vic is going to be allegedly, I got to be responsible, allegedly inducted into the adult softball USSA Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow. It's a notable
so that's pretty cool. You know, he's put up some huge numbers over the years.
Mr. Vic.
So I wanted to say, give a big shout out to Vic, his family, his new baby. Congratulations on the baby and the Hall of Fame. Go get him, dog.
Go get him.
Yeah, hit me up next time you're down here. So, and then, you know what, one more quick one. My little brother, Dan is starting up a nursery from his house in Vista. So if anybody's looking for plants and stuff, he's going to do a little holiday season stuff right now. But if anybody's looking for, you know, poinsettias, wreaths, plants and stuff, it's going to be about half the price you'd pay at Costco. And you can pick it up at his house in Vista. He's going to put up a little storefront there.
Very good.
It's he's already got the business license. His house is owned agriculture. He can put a full-blown nursery. He's on 2 acres. So I'm going to go help him out with that whole business deal. So if you can, support local business a little bit and help us out. We're going to be over there. Everybody needs plants and shit for their house for the holidays. So
plants and shit. I like that.
Plants and shit. Some of the shit's useless, but everybody needs plants. So hit us up and see, you know, help a motherfucker out. All right, so are we done?
We're good.
On your notes?
We were good.
Are you
man.
done?
Yeah.
Done? All right, so this has been the Pelon and Chubby Show here every Wednesday at maybe, possibly, most likely, our new home, the InLand Tavern here in San Marcos, the beautiful InLand Tavern, where they have happy hour at 6 o'clock. They got all kinds of deals, and we like it here. This is the new digs, I think. We got the new poster up behind us. We're official, fuckers. We're the real deal now.
We are the real deal, McNeil.
Yeah, so we're looking for sponsors. You know anybody that's got some FU money that wants to sponsor a couple deprived old fucks that are trying a new career late in their life?
It'll work. It'll work. Send it my way.
Send them our way, man. You can hit us up on Facebook. You'll find us.
It's Pelon and Chubby.
If there's money to be given, fucking, you can find us.
Check us out on Facebook, Pelon and Chubby.
I'm Rick Salas.
And I'm Guy Murray.
The Pelon and Chubby Show. Like our page, like our website. Go to Pelon and Chubby on Facebook. Go to our website. Everything that is Pelon and Chubby. is you, is us, and we'll see you next week. Much love.
Good night, everybody.